This is your Hdsr Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Rocky Humphrey's Victor Valley College wrestling team earned the first conference championship in school history. Rams wrestlers were undefeated in their Southern California Wrestling Association Southeastern Conference dual matches. Coach Rocky Humphrey was named Coach of the Year. 4 Rams are in the top 10 in the state in mid-season rankings. Owen Firm is ranked second in 285-pound class. Evan Roy ranked second in 141. Brandon Bollinger, third ranked in 149. Angelo Franco ranked 8th in 285. Rams receiving honorable mention: Dylan Bentz, 157. Israel Manriquez, 174. 6 members of the Lady Rams soccer team earn all-conference honors. Freshman defender, former Sultana Lady Sultan, Daisy Lara, and sophomore midfielder Raylene Amezca are first-team selections. Second-team honors go to freshman forward Mackenzie Bond out of Granite Hills, freshman forward Vanessa Pacino, former Options for Youth, and freshman goalkeeper Ilana Armenta, former Adelanto Lady Saint. Kevin Amaro, David Haley, and Sebastian Guzman of the men's soccer team earn all-conference recognition. Freshman midfielder Kevin Amaro is first team. He played his high school soccer at Hesperia. Versatile sophomore and Sultana graduate David Haley is a second-team selection. 6'5" freshman goalkeeper and former Hesperia Scorpion Sebastian Guzman received honorable mention. Volleyball all-conference selections are libero Shamika Renselet, first-year Lady Ram who played at Apple Valley High School, and freshman middle hitter Raven Simone Illy, a Barstow High School graduate. 8 2023 football Rams received all-conference recognition. Donovan Scantlebury, 54, 6'3", 250-pound O-lineman, is a first-year Ram and former Silverado Hawk. Defensive lineman Aaron Morrow, 8, led the team in sacks. The 6'3", 225-pound second-year Ram Aaron Morrow played his high school football at Adelanto. Fellow sophomore Leolofi Chan Wong, 1, 5'9", 225-pound linebacker and inspirational leader. Among Rams leaders in tackles for a loss, Leolofi Chan Wong was a member of the 2021 Oak Hills Bulldogs Mojave River League champions. Elijah Smith, 18, led the team in interceptions. The 5'8", 172-pound cornerback is from Evanston, Illinois. The Rams' sophomore was among the team's big playmakers on defense. Prabdeep Mann, 9, another impact player in the VVC secondary. The 5'10", 185-pound freshman from Ontario, Canada's Bishop Ryan Catholic. Prabdeep Mann is a sure-handed tackler in the open field with speed and quickness, enabling him to blitz and record a sack. Prabdeep Mann led the team in solo tackles and was second in total tackles. Omari McCullough, 5, is the team's premier pass receiver. The 6'3", 185-pound first-year Ram is a former Adelanto Saint and one of 4 VBC players named to the all-conference team on offense. 3 Rams receivers are all-conference players. Joseph McCubbin, 87, is a 5'9", 155-pound freshman from Tonopah, Nevada. 6'6", Carlos Anaya, 7, with the touchdown reception here. Carlos Anaya is a 220-pound first-year Ram who played his high school football at Riverside Prep. Joseph W. Brady congratulates the 2023 Victor Valley College Rams and Lady Rams, earning all conference honors. Joseph W. Brady's Bradco Companies, the area's longest-standing full-service commercial real estate firm, supports all the teams, athletes, and sports programs at Victor Valley College.
Congratulations on your first win.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid fast and last, sold and supporting High Desert Sports. The Bradco Companies, supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Valu Quality Truck Body. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. Silverwood, the developers of the Silverwood Master Planned Community, support the teams, athletes, and sports programs of all our High Desert and Mojave River Valley schools. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, Conference and Convention Center for the High Desert. The Holiday Inn, supporting the teams, schools, and sports programs throughout the Victor Valley. Terry Kurtz here, inviting you to join us on Terry Kurtz Online, the half-hour report on High Desert and Mojave River Valley events and activities, entertainment, and history. It shows 3 times daily at 7:30 and 11:30 mornings and 4:30 in the afternoon, right here on Victor Valley TV, immediately following your High Desert Sports Report. It's the most informative and entertaining half-hour of High Desert television today. Looking back in High Desert, Mojave River Valley sports history, the 2018 Adelanto Saints claimed the school's first CIF championship. Justin Connor's 75-yard touchdown launches Apple Valley against Citrus Hill in 2013 playoffs. Adelanto High School football, the High Desert's biggest sports success story of 2018. The Saints, CIF Division 13 champions. Coach Gully Wadud elevates the Saints program from cellar dwellers to the penthouse. CIF champions, winning the title game on the road 20-15 against Orange Vista. Marshawn Buchanan, shown here against Silverado, running a 78-yard touchdown to open the scoring in the championship game. The 5'10", 185-pound running back scored 8 touchdowns in the postseason, rushing for over 500 yards in the 4 CIF victories. Marshawn Buchanan surpassing 2,000 yards rushing in this, his junior season. Angel Ochoa, the completion to Hosea Stokes here, connected in similar manner for 57 yards to set up the Saints' second touchdown in the title game. Both quarterback Angel Ochoa and running back Hosea Stokes, also juniors. Defensive heroes were numerous in the championship win. Adelanto had to stop Orange Vista twice in the red zone in the final 2 minutes to preserve the 5-point victory. Oren Landry named player of the game for playing the biggest game of his career for the senior linebacker. The Adelanto Saints' success story does not end with the Division 13 championship. These Saints keep right on marching. They advance to the state tournament. We flash further back to 2013. CIF quarterfinals, Apple Valley High School, but the 4th time in Sun Devils gridiron history. And on this night, not exactly the best scenario for Coach Frank Police's home team. The weather inclement, but that affects both teams equally. A bigger negative, 3 starters sidelined a week earlier in the first-round win, and early on, leading ground gainer D'Angelo Guillory would join the walking wounded, unable to return. The visiting Hawks of Citrus Hill, the number 3 seed in the postseason tourney, heavily favored by every local scribe except smiling Mark Pinero, who had followed the Sun Devils all season and chronicled the team's week-by-week improvement. Citrus Hill's defense was geared to stop the Sun Devils' vaunted ground game, but who they didn't figure on having to stop, quarterback Justin Connors. The 6'4 senior rolled to his left, scrambled, cut back across field, and sprinted 75 yards to score on Apple Valley's second play from scrimmage. Brandon Mapstead flips the ball to Jacob Munoz for the two-point conversion, and Apple Valley goes on top 8-0 1 minute in. In fact, the entire first quarter would be all Apple Valley. Capitalizing on an errant snap from center in punt formation on Citrus Hill's first possession, Connors connects with Brandon Mapstead on 3rd and long, and Apple Valley's back in the Hawks' red zone. A Sam Wallace field goal makes it Sun Devils 11, Citrus Hill nothing, a little over 7 minutes in. In the absence of leading ball carrier Guillory, Coach Police summoned a pair of underclassmen up from the JVs. 28 is Ejon Manil. Had the final outcome been different, Manil would have been among the heroes in the post-game winners circle. The 5'7", 140-pound junior scored the second Sun Devils touchdown on a run from 12 out. The kick attempt for the extra point was no good. The Sun Devils enjoy their biggest lead at 17-3, but a pair of missed kicks, that extra point try, and an off-the-mark field goal attempt in the third quarter factor big at the end. Citrus Hill scores their first touchdown in the Hawks' next possession, and it's a 17-10 game at the half. This is one of the pivotal plays of the game. The Citrus Hill punter goes down screaming as if he'd stepped on a landmine. Granted, the penalty for roughing the kicker is warranted, but not the acting routine. The punter rolls in anguish until the penalty is administered, then he jumps up and sprints off in mockery. A performance meant for drama class, but showing no class on the gridiron. 5 plays later, Citrus Hill scores on a long pass to tie the game at 17. Connors and company respond. Sophomore Greg Sprague equaling Manel in impressive carries, many resulting in extra yardage due to the 5'7", 150-pounder's second effort. But it was Connors who made the Apple Valley offense work. Big plays time and time again. Every big play did not result in a touchdown or become part of a scoring drive, but each you see is worthy of the highlights reel. Single-handedly, Connors kept the Hawks defense off balance, either scrambling when pressured or connecting on key passes. 8 is junior tight end Patrick Mariani. Connors on target under pressure, key completions, many on 3rd down and long or 4th down, keeping drives alive. 1 is favorite receiver Brandon Mapstead. This fourth quarter completion to junior Nick Schultz puts the Sun Devils 1st and goal at the 2. Citrus Hill holds Apple Valley to a field goal. Sam Wallace from 19 out. The Sun Devils regain the lead 20-17. For 3 quarters, the Hawks were unable to move the ball on the ground. Most running plays wound up like this, the ball carrier diving headlong into a host of Devils tacklers. 51 is junior inside linebacker Braden Batty. This fourth quarter play, the exception. San Diego State bound P.J. Walker. 73-yard run around right end. There will be 4:50 yet to play, but that play puts an end to the Sun Devils season. The Sun Devils do battle back with a vengeance. Connors, another big-time running play for 1st down. Clutch plays and another hard-driving carry by Greg Sprague. But the missed extra point kick and a missed field goal in the 3rd quarter loom huge. Only a touchdown will do. It's 1st and goal inside the 10, but the Sun Devils don't make it in. The final, Citrus Hill 24, Apple Valley 20. Despite the loss, there is this to gain in testimony to the caliber of teams in the Mojave River League. The Sun Devils went toe-to-toe with the defending Eastern Division champions, the number 3 team in CIF and Mountain Pass League champions, after defeating the Desert Sky League champions in the opening round. And the Sun Devils were a wild card entry into the postseason, accompanying the Serrano Diamondbacks and Oak Hills Bulldogs into the CIF quarterfinals. and ample evidence presented in this final game of 2013 that there will be Sun Devils returning in 2014, ready to step in, step up, and carry on. Looking back in high desert, Mojave River Valley sports history, the 2018 Hesperia Christian Patriots take aim at the second CIF football championship in school history. Silverado Hawks and Apple Valley Sun Devils advance deep into the 2017 playoffs. Hesperia Christian comes 2 points short of capturing the school's second CIF football championship. The Patriots score 3 second-half touchdowns in efforts to rally back against Bloomington Christian in the CIF Division II 8-man football title game. The Patriots close to within 2 points of the visiting Ravens with 4.5 minutes to play. Jeremiah Fredou's 23-yard run up the middle. David Huff's 2-point conversion makes it 26-24. The Patriots could not contain Ravens running quarterback Mike Hernandez, who scores 3 of Bloomington Christian's touchdowns and converts on a 4th and 3 in the Patriots' red zone to ice the game. Bloomington Christian's Mike Hernandez carries for 35 yards and then follows with this 25-yard run to cap a 4-play, 55-yard scoring drive that puts the Ravens ahead 8-0. Jeremiah Fredou follows blocks by Hunter Dobbins and his O-line to score what would have been his 38th rushing touchdown of the season, but the touchdown is called back by the Patriots' second major penalty of their second possession. Dynamite comes in a small package, personified by two-way standout Jeremiah Fredou, who throws down the Ravens quarterback for the sack. Jeremiah Fredou is listed at 145 pounds and 5'7", applauded here by 6'3" Richard Elmendorf, 55, and 6'5" Nick Williams, 43. Hesperia Christian takes over on downs with just over 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. Another explosive run by Jeremiah Fredou, 57 yards to pay dirt. But you see the senior running back's frustrated reaction to the holding penalty that erases his second touchdown run of the first quarter. The difference in this game is, undeniably, Ravens quarterback Mike Hernandez, who bolts through Hesperia Christian's first line of defense and carries all the way down to the 7, pulled down from behind by the speedy Jeremiah Fredou. 2 plays later, the Ravens score their second touchdown and take a 14-0 lead. Coach Bernie Lara's Patriots come out in the third quarter with renewed vengeance, inspired, according to Daily Press sports writer Jose Quintero, by quiet leader Jeremiah Fredou's halftime comments to his teammates. It would be the Patriots' defense and Jeremiah Fredou who begin turning the tables on the Ravens. Jeremiah Fredou intercepts Bloomington Christian quarterback Mike Hernandez on the Ravens' opening possession of the second half, and the Patriots convert the turnover into their first touchdown of the game that holds up. On this 2nd and 6 from their own 29, Jeremiah Fredou bounces off one would-be tackler, reverses field, crosses midfield, and carries 36 yards to the 7. 8-man fields are 80 yards long and 40 yards wide, smaller than 11-man field dimension. First and goal, Hunter Dobbins to the 4. Second and goal, Hunter Dobbins extending the football to the 1. This time, Hunter Dobbins crosses the goal line, and Hesperia Christian is on the scoreboard and back in the game. The 2-point conversion attempt, the Hunter Dobbins pass complete to David Huff. The Patriots pull within 6, 14-8. Bloomington Christian Mike Hernandez rolls right, sees wide open spaces straight ahead, and races into the end zone from 33 yards out. Bloomington Christian regains their 2-touchdown lead, 20-14. 8. Hesperia Christian's response is immediate and long distance. Hunter Dobbin lofts the perfectly thrown spiral to Braden Hampton, who hauls it in at the 30, breaks a tackle at the 20, and scores on Hunter Dobbin's 26th touchdown pass of the season. Hunter Dobbins follows the Jacob Aldrich-Nick Williams double-team block into the end zone, and Hesperia Christian is within 4, 20-16. With what proves to be the game-winning touchdown, Ravens extend their lead to 10, 26-16, with 1:38 to play in the third. This is 3rd and 2 at the 23. Jeremiah Fredu takes the direct snap and races straight ahead to the end zone. And Hesperia Christian is poised to close the gap to 2. David Huff gets the call for the all-important conversion attempt. He battles his way across the goal line, and the Patriots have battled back again, cutting the Ravens' lead to 26-24. And the curtain comes down on the Patriots' mission to achieve a second CIF football championship. The final: Bloomington Christian 26, Hesperia Christian 24. Apple Valley and Silverado host CIF semifinals opponents Black Friday for the Sun Devils, going where no Apple Valley High School football team has gone before. In this season of unprecedented accomplishments, this is the farthest a Sun Devils team has ever advanced in postseason play. Not the case for Coach Rafael Genario's Hawks, who demolished Antelope Valley 52-13 in last season's semifinals. All-CIF quarterback Levi Taylor throwing 7 scoring passes in that semifinals triumph. For the Hawks, this season has been unfinished business, requiring Silverado not only beat Grace Brethren in the semifinals, but go on to win the first CIF football championship in school history. Silverado is seeded 2nd in the Division 8 playoffs, Grace Brethren 3rd. These flashbacks brought to you by Bid Fast and Last. Bid Fast and Last's Deep Creek Ranch auction is packed full of equipment, trailers, trucks, livestock, panels, tack, and more. This auction is now open for bidding and will go virtual live for online bidding in real time Monday morning, December 4th at 10 o'clock. You can bid virtual live online on Bid Fast and Last auctions of estates, firearms, fine jewelry, coins, antiques, and vehicles. BidFastAndLast.com.
Ready to kick tires, start fires, kick ass, take names, and rock and roll.
Your way, Internet.
On this date in High Desert sports history, 3 prep teams advance. In 2017 postseason play, undefeated Sun Devils, 10-1 Silverado Hawks, and 8-man's Hesperia Christian Patriots. Victor Valley College big playmakers stand out in 2019 season finale. Oak Hills Bulldogs and Granite Hills Cougars in 2018 early season encounter. Apple Valley and Silverado take their high-ranked acts on the road in round 2 of the CIF playoffs. The Sun Devils at Montebello. The Hawks go to Garden Grove. Hesperia Christian is at Laguna Blanca in the 8-man semifinals. The Sun Devils are the number 1 seed in Division 10. Montebello is ranked 11. The Almont League runners-up Oilers are 7-4 on the year. The undefeated Sun Devils seek their 11th straight victory in the winningest year ever for Apple Valley football. Silverado is 10-1. Coach Rafael Genario's Hawks are seeded 2nd in the Division 8 playoffs. The Hawks take a 10-game win streak to Garden Grove. The 7-4 Argonauts are ranked 8th in Division 8. Coach Dean Dorsey's Hesperia Christian Patriots are ranked 4th among 8-man teams. The Patriots go to Laguna Blanca Saturday in the CIF semifinals. CIF rankings and pairings are presented by Desert High Transportation, providing reliable and dependable non-emergency transportation for ambulatory and wheelchair passengers. Rams Players of the Year showcase their talents in VVC's final game of the season. Offensive Player of the Year Samaji Brewer scores 3 TDs against Antelope Valley. Defensive Player of the Year Logan Graham scoring his first touchdown of his collegiate career. The Rams' Player of the Year on offense is Samaji Brewer, the sophomore wide receiver from Lee's Summit in Kansas City, led the team in scoring with 10 touchdowns. He is listed at 6'2", 185. Samaji Brewer catches 6 passes for 116 yards in his final game. Of his 10 touchdown receptions his sophomore season, thrice they come in threes. 3 TD passes in games against Santa Ana and Santa Monica, preceding his hat trick in the season finale against Antelope Valley. Defense against the run, the strong suit this year for the Victor Valley College Rams. Defensive Player of the Year Logan Graham caps his freshman season, scoring his first touchdown. As Messiah Williams creates the fumble, Logan Graham picks it up and carries it in for VVC's final touchdown of 2019. Logan Graham registers 13 sacks on the year, 9 in conference play. The 6'1", 260-pound first-year Ram from Gunnersville, Alabama, led the conference in sacks. Logan Graham is the Rams' tackles leader on the year. His 41 tackles include 18 tackles for a loss. A number of Rams who attended local high schools make good showings in the last game of the season. Darius Allen, the former Silverado Hawk, carrying for 5 yards here. Darius Allen had scored on a 79-yard pass reception the week prior against San Bernardino Valley. That eclipsed his previous longest TD of the year, this 46-yard sprint against College of the Desert. Tayshawn Brown turns what looks to be a loss on the play into a 5-yard gain. Tayshawn Brown was an All-Desert Sky League running back in 2018 at Granite Hills. He is 5'9", 225. Former Victor Valley Jackrabbit Andy Garcia, 22, grabbing this pass from quarterback Austin Shriver. Austin Shriver graduated from Granite Hills in 2018. Victor Valley College finishes the season under first-year coach Patrick Lord, going 4-6. Oak Hill's sharpshooters trade hot shooting halves in the Bulldogs' season-opening triumph over Granite Hills. Silas Pieper scores 15 points in the first half. Micah Gardner heats up from long range the second half. Oak Hill's hands returning head coach Sean Mora a lopsided win in the first game of his second tour of duty at the Bulldogs' reins. Granite Hills is seeking their first win under new head coach Daryl Stoudemire. They lost their season opener to Sultana. Bulldogs' first possession, Isaiah Hyder to Silas Pieper, who previews what's in store at the outset, the jumper by the 6'2 senior. Isaiah Hyder, the inbounds assist to Augustine Lua, 4-0, home team Bulldogs. Augustine Lua, the drive shot, and it is 6-3 Oak Hills. Augustine Lua, a 6'2 junior. Taekwon Grimes drives for the Cougars. Isaiah Hyder controls the rebounds and shoots the assist to Micah Gardner, whose first basket comes 2 minutes in and gives the Bulldogs a 10-5 lead. The 6'2 Brian Green is the Cougars' leading scorer 2 games in, 10 this game after 17 in the opener. Isaiah Hyder's first half points come in a flurry, the first 2 the hard way from the free throw line after he's knocked down hard on the drive to the basket. The 5'8 junior hits both of his free throws, then fills the passing lane, pirates the pass, withstands a little contact at midcourt, and brings it all the way himself. The final score, Oak Hills 85, Granite Hills 56. Flashing back to headline makers years past. Places to go, things to do in and around the high desert and points beyond. Presented by the Holiday Inn, Conference and Convention Center for the High Desert, and favored destination for travelers and visitors to the Victor Valley. This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events.